Welcome everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You're now tuned into Too Real for Mainstream, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts and reactions, basically to the locker room incident after post game after the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky game, which the Indiana Fever came on top, but there was a lot of controversy between, of course, Caitlin Clark and the head coach Stephanie White, basically pretty much of what went on and how the ending of the game occurred. There's a lot of people saying that the Indiana Fever should have won this game by ease. They should not. This should not have been a close game. Then there's others saying that the fourth quarter, the fact that they had to go to overtime was just ridiculous. That the Stephanie White decision once again to do idiotic, stupid things and make stupid plays and decisions, basically took the where the Fever had to go into overtime to try to beat the Chicago Sky, which they shouldn't have to. They should have been able to beat this team by 30 plus points. So what I want to basically go into and do my response to, like I said, to the locker room incident, basically the turmoil after the post game in the locker room, the Indiana Fever's locker room. As we could take, we're going to be looking at a little clips from Stephanie White, the head coach. She's going to be giving her little speeches, and you could just see some things in there which just reveals it all, because a lot of people have to understand that when you're talking about oh, you have people that say, oh, well, I'm only going by what the players say or the coach said or what is being said. Sometimes you have to understand what someone is saying is may not actually be the truth. You got to be able to read between the lines or see it when it's there. I mean, it's you either see it or you don't see it, but it'll be right there in front of your face. So we're going to go ahead and take some look at this locker room incident, which I found on, I believe, on YouTube. So give me a second, guys. Share screen. And it was really crazy. Like, I was stunned by this. So let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see, there's the head coach, Stephanie White. Now, what we're going to be doing here, because I really want to get into this. Okay, so here we go.
The Storms, okay? We came together. Y'all, I heard you more in huddles and in timeouts than I've heard you all year long. That matters. That matters, right? The collective positivity, the collective accountability, talking each other up, that is huge, y'all. Yes, we are closing that thing. We are closing that fist right here. But I'm so proud of the way that you came together, the way that you fought in that fourth quarter and those runs, the way that we came together going into overtime,
I don't know, you guys. I have a question for you guys. Is it just me, or am I tripping, or do you guys see it too? Have you guys ever noticed? Oh, well, let me start off with my key phrase. I got some questions and I need answers. Is it just me, or is it y'all too? Do y'all? I'm telling you, I think that this lady needs to be examined. I think Stephanie White needs to be examined for mental or physical, or could be both. Well, she needs to be examined and tested. She needs examination, because I think this lady is unfit to be coaching any head coach in any professional league, yet alone college as well. I don't think she's fit and stable enough to actually be coaching in college neither, because her time in college as a head coach, that was a huge turmoil as well before they fired her ass. So, but I just want to know for you guys, is it just me, or you guys kind of get the sensation? Because I know this has ever since I've been watching this lady, and then like just her body demeanor and the reactions and just certain things. I really think that Stephanie White needs to be tested. She needs to have a thorough examination to see if this lady is fit enough to be coaching any league, especially generational talent like Caitlin Clark. I really think that is this lady has a mental or physical problem, or probably both. Because when you listen to her talk, she just be on some BS. Like when you listen to him, like, man, everything you saying, it's like you don't even know what you saying. You just making up stuff.
overtime, coming together and finishing this game. Yes. All right, great job. That we grew today. Yeah. We grew today. I'm proud of you guys. AB career high 34 points.
shouts out to AB. Shouts out to AB. Definitely, she had a monster, phenomenal game, as well as Caitlin Clark, which we're going to see that Caitlin Clark gets no praise, but she definitely shout out to AB. I will honestly say this game right here, the game last night between against the Chicago Sky, I will say this is the version of the AB I want to see every game. I want to see her being dominant like she can be, which I know she can be, but dominant in that paint, but also dominant outside that paint. This is the AB I've been wanting to see, like where she's averaging like 25 points per game. Okay, now this is the major thing. Now, do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Now, when I first saw this, at first, because when I saw this, I was like, "Damn, is it going to be some tension between Caitlin Clark and AB?" Because my first opinion and thought reaction when I saw this, how Aaliyah Boston looked towards the left and the way she was staring, it was almost like she was like, "Oh, I know that Cece is not sitting there and not rooting for me, and she just pissed off and hating on me." That's what my first word, but I was like, nah, Cece wouldn't be hating on Boston. Cece would be boom boom. But you have to watch further because as you can see this, you can look like, oh, Aaliyah Boston is looking like, oh, is somebody hating or is it some boom? But you got to watch more of this right here. As you notice, yeah, she really stunt right here. Aaliyah Boston is stunt right here, like completely. She is stunt right here, like she's baffled. At first, I thought she was like, "Oh, I know somebody is not hating on me," but bam, right there. Did you see that? She looked to the left for a while, and then her facial expressions changed a little bit. Then she looked off to the right, and if you notice from right there, you saw it. But I so the full thing after watching this multiple more, I watched this clip like about 20 times, and I finally came to the conclusion that she was shocked and stunned that, okay, wait a minute, you gave me the praise, but you didn't give Caitlin Clark no praise at all. When we both put up 30 plus points and both had double doubles. We set a WNBA record that was never that's something that's never been done in WNBA history. And you didn't mention Caitlin Clark. You just mentioned me basically and didn't mention Caitlin Clark. That's what I got from that whole thing. I think that Aaliyah Boston was looking at to both sides of the roster in the locker room to be like, oh, looking shocked and stunned, like, wow, you didn't mention Caitlin Clark. She was a part of this too. That's what I got from this. But at first, I thought it was more like when she first looked to the left of that locker room, it was like Aaliyah Boston was like had some animosity. Like what the and if you notice, they didn't show Caitlin Clark in this locker room. We're gonna finish it off. They didn't show Caitlin Clark at all. So I'm assuming that it had to be when she looked to the left the first time and was baffled. She was stunt looking at Caitlin Clark and stunt that Caitlin Clark did not get any mention. That's what I think it was. Some people may believe, like, try to come out and say, "Oh, well, she was looking and she was mad dog, and maybe possibly Caitlin Clark." Because Caitlin Clark probably was pissed because of whatever happened. Like we said, the controversy within that fourth quarter in that game against the Chicago Sky. But no, that's not what I saw. I saw that it was more baffling stunt. Like Aaliyah Boston was like, she was shocked and dismayed at the same time. It's like I don't even know which one. I can't even be both at the same time. But she was shocked and dismayed at the same time. Like what the? Well, let's finish it off.
Okay, we outscored them 58-48 in the paint. Okay, a lot of really good stuff. 19 second chance points. Okay, again, a lot of really good stuff. And most importantly, we stacked the day and we got better.
So there you guys have it. So you see what I'm saying? There it is. That was the whole video. Now, like I said, there is definitely some tension in this locker room, the Indiana Fever locker room, and I've been noticing this for quite some while now. This has been something that's been continuously going on over the past several games. I really think that Stephanie White does not have any control over this locker room, and I think that this locker room and this team is not responding to her. And I think the team, when stuff be happening, or when every time when she's speaking, when it's locker room incidents, I think the team is really kind of just putting up a front. The roster they put up a front, but they're not really messing with. Um, they're not really messing with her like that. That's what I think personally, honest and personally. I'm curious to know what you guys' opinion, thoughts are, but definitely, like I said, there's been tension between this whole franchise, and I don't think that this roster is responding to the head coach Stephanie White at all. I think that Stephanie White definitely needs to be removed from this team because it is really damaging and affecting. It's going to affect this team. I'm telling you, it's going to really affect this team, especially when you get to the second half of this season and towards the end of the season. I just don't think that this team is going to be right there to be winning the championship. There's a huge problem, and unless this organization decides to fix it, there's going to be a lot of trouble. But definitely, there is definitely a lot of tension with this locker room and this roster and this team. I'm telling you, it's like its side's been picked, and the majority of that roster, I'm telling you right now, is on Team CC. Okay. And like I said, you could tell this team is not responding to her, even with the losses, even with the wins. You can some of them locker rooms um, incidents you can see, even when the team had barely won and they won games, the locker room was just not. You look at the facial expressions, the body language, the team was just not responding to Stephanie White. I think it's a boiling point, and I think if something is not done by All-Star break, I'm telling you, there's going to be something that's going to be major that's going to happen, a major incident that's going to happen with this team, and it's going to be all over media, social media, mainstream for a long time. They're going to be talking about it. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm curious to know what your guys' opinions and thoughts was with this locker room incident. I'm curious to know: do you guys think that this team is responding to? Do you think that Stephanie White needs to be removed from this team? What do you guys think? What do you think that locker room incident revealed to you guys? What did you see? That's all I have for you guys. I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to the channel. You've been showing much love and appreciation to the channel. So until next time, if you're not subscribed to Too Real for Mainstream, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click that notification button so you'll be up to date when new content drops. So until next time, y'all already know what it is. Peace.